You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Mystery Girls After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Mystery Girls After Show.
This is like our pattern because, you know, we've seen some patterns on the show, so why not have our own, you know, follow it up.
Exactly.
We are here for another episode of Mystery Girls AFTERBUZZ After Show. It is episode 3, Haunted House Party. I am your host, Courtney Henderson, and I am joined by a special guest and my co-host tonight. We have Joseph Ferrante. He was on tonight's episode. He was the yummy delivery guy at the beginning and the end.
Well, thank you, thank you.
So we have him in the house, and
hi guys, I'm Jillian Leff. Hi, I'm Michelle Fee.
So we are going to break down the episode, and I feel like why not start at the very beginning with your opening scene.
Very cool. Well, thank you, first of all, foremost, for having me.
Welcome.
Very excited to be here.
So the first thing I thought when you came on the screen was Legally Blonde. Remember the hunky UPS guy in Legally Blonde?
Oh my god.
See, that's so weird. I was thinking more Kevin James from King of Queens.
No.
That didn't come across?
That's
no?
just because the director for
Rob
this
Schiller.
episode
Rob Schiller.
directed some of that, right?
Yes,
so
yes. But the look was a little
a
different.
little bit,
All right.
just a little
Okay.
bit.
Just a little bit different.
Okay.
I mean, because we didn't really see Kevin James like doing a lot of work. He was just always in his UPS outfit at home.
That's true. It's very true.
You were like working.
That's true. I had packages to deliver.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Office supplies.
Well, thank you.
I need to start ordering office supplies if I'm going to get boxes of shoes and delivery guys to show up.
No.
See that?
How was it performing in front of a live audience?
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, I've done theater, I've done other multicam comedies, but I think just the energy, you know, having Rob directing and Jenny and Tori are just, they're such pros, you know what I mean? And Michael is amazing. Miguel, I'm sorry, is amazing. And yeah, no, just the whole, you know, atmosphere was awesome, and it was great. It was great to see the reaction from the audience and get the feedback right away, which is always kind of rewarding as an actor, so you don't have to sit there and wait.
Yeah, hoping.
You know, I hope I did okay. It was great. It was great.
And have you ever worked on a show kind of this new, you know, with other multicams? Like, was it season 1 this kind of early?
Yeah, no, this is my first multicam for like a brand new, you know, series premiere type show. Yeah, I mean, I guest starred on a Disney #1 show on Disney last year, multicam show as well, called Kicking It, which kind of led me into this kind of newer ground for myself. But yeah, no, I mean, it was just great, just kind of being on a new show. You don't know what to expect. You don't have anything to kind of research. There's no YouTubing, any of it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like just going with your instincts and with the notes. And
well, were you a fan of 90210?
I was. I mean, my sister was definitely more of a fan of 90210.
Did she freak
Shout
out
out Lisa,
when she heard you were?
Oh yeah, she freaked. Well, you know, she reads like she's on the treadmill in the morning before work, like going through like Us Weekly, you know. So she reads all that stuff. So yeah, no, she was really excited, and you know, a lot of the females in my age group were extremely ecstatic that I was working with Tori and Jenny. So
of course.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel like if I was a dude that grew up watching 90210, I'd definitely be crushing on Jenny Garth. And
yeah,
Tori
I was more
Spelling.
of a Shannon Doherty fan.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
He likes the brunettes. He likes the brunettes. Let the record show.
Exactly. Yes, please. No, I go either around the corner either way when it comes to blondes or brunette women. No, but everybody was amazing, and it was great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So after we saw him, obviously, you know, we kind of felt bad because she turned you down for a date, which I think that all the ladies wouldn't turn you down for a date.
Well, I appreciate it.
Just so you know.
Well, thank you.
Gain that confidence back.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Stripped me for a little while. Mojo, but now I'm back.
Good.
Yeah.
So we find out about the haunted house. right?
Yes, we get very quickly. I didn't catch his name.
Me
Henry.
neither. But
His name was
Henry.
Henry. Okay.
The character's name was Henry.
Yes, okay. So we get Henry, and he comes in, and he goes to them first because his wife is a super fan, and they need to get this haunted house thing figured out so they can move in.
Yes.
And, of course, it comes out that the super fan is Henry and not his wife.
I'm loving the male stanness.
Nick was pretty excited about that.
Yes, I was surprised because I felt like for a second they were going to kind of go at it because Nick's like, actually, get your Mr. Girl facts straight.
Yeah, well, there was a little competition going on there for sure.
But as soon as, I thought when he like leaned in, I thought he was going to pull out his fan club card.
Okay.
But he didn't. He gave him a hug because they're both super fans.
Yes.
Not this time.
Are we going to see a female super fan or are they all going to be man fans?
I think there'll probably be a few female super fans.
You think
I hope so.
I think so. Just playing off of numbers in general, I think.
Yeah,
You know,
there has to be
10 episodes. There's got to be at least a couple.
one or two that show up.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of, I feel like, going to be the trend of how they get their cases.
That's true.
I mean, $2,000 to sleep in a haunted house. Sign me up.
Well, they partied too. They were drinking.
Yeah.
It was
know
a
what I
great
mean?
time.
They got to go through some, Holly and Charlie's characters had some issues from the past that they got to resolve.
Right?
It seems like a theme. I mean, Michelle and I were talking about it last week. It always ends up with one person saying sorry to the other, and usually it's Charlie saying sorry to Holly.
Exactly. And we had a guest star from the guy that played Walt, Richard, I believe, Riley.
Very familiar
Yes,
face.
he was in Casino and
yes, lots of things.
Office Space, which he was amazing in.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Michelle, what did you think of the when they introduced the haunted house? Like, how did you feel about that?
Well, personally, I don't like scary things, so I was totally on Holly's side when she was like, no, let's not go. Like, I was like, you shouldn't go because something bad is going to come from that. But, I mean, it all turned out well.
Yeah.
I totally dug that she was like this ghost hunter, though. I wasn't expecting
all the
that.
tools.
I liked it. I liked the little meter thing.
Well, you have to
Yeah.
come prepared. You're going to a haunted house.
Exactly.
Yeah. I just love that Charlie was all about the money. And I liked, we see the house, and not to say that I don't like bright colors by any means, but it was kind of fun to see them clearly kind of out of their element because pretty much all the sets we've seen so far in the show are these bright, vibrant, their offices. Just like a perfect Pinterest page.
Even the jail cell was bright. Let's
Right?
be real.
Yeah.
That's true. Very true.
So, even like in the nightclub and all those kinds of things, it's just kind of these brighter colors. And so to kind of totally put them in this element opposite of that with this, these dark
Mahoganies and all that
this
stuff,
rich mahogany and all these leather-bound books, etc.
Yeah.
And the spinny secret door.
The physical comedy in this episode was awesome. I thought that was I thought that was great, with the door and everything, and just them interacting with each other. I mean, it's sort of the first time, we see them have fun a lot, but this was a really cool setting to have fun. I love murder mysteries.
Me too.
Yeah,
I have
thought
murder
it was
mystery
amazing.
parties.
Very funny.
It's
Great. Have you had one?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I've had
same.
one.
Like doing Bloody Mary.
No,
I haven't done that.
You get a book, and everyone plays their role. They get a card,
Yeah.
and then throughout the night, you have to maintain this character, and it's sort of like an awesome.
It's like role playing without being in bed.
Have you seen
I'd rather
Clue?
go-
Have you seen the movie Clue?
Of course.
So
What?
it's like that, except
favorite at our house.
It's so it's like it comes with a whole setup, and everybody gets a character in advance, and then you come to this party. So, whoever the host is, they serve you dinner, and then the whole night kind of unravels.
And then it's like Eyes Wide Shut.
through the dinner.
No.
It turns into Eyes Wide
Hopefully
Shut.
not.
Starts off as Clue, turns into Eyes
Oh
Wide Shut.
jeez. No, I have to be honest. When I saw the promos for the haunted house, I thought it was going to be more like a murder mystery.
Okay.
yeah.
I
So
could see that.
for me, I was expecting I wanted them to play a character. So writers, I would love a
To
murder mystery
see,
episode.
right?
That would be great.
Yes.
I loved how Nick came in with the Snuggie, and I love how like you said, the physical comedy comes stumbling in, and of course it's a white Snuggie. I don't think I've ever actually seen a white Snuggie for sale, but
It's a
they have
custom
to do
haunted
it.
house party
right?
Snuggie.
But I mean, I wouldn't put it past Nick to make that happen.
Yeah.
He's like, this is a haunted house party. I
wouldn't
need
put
my
it
ghost
past
colors.
wardrobe over there. They're amazing.
No, right?
Yeah.
I believe it.
For sure.
Besides the physical comedy, though, I liked how they tied in both of their love lives and sort of fate, and that was kind of a running theme throughout the episode. We found out a little bit more about Holly's past and, what Charlie did to her, which was basically break up her and her billionaire boyfriend, or potential billionaire boyfriend.
100 million.
Yeah, bazillionaire, as somebody said.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that leaves a door open for the delivery guy, right?
Right? See? Well, it's such a funny thing because I loved how Tori, how her character Holly takes it, and she's like, wait, his wife just died? That would have been me. And she just like, you saved me, and just kind of how quickly it turns. And so it's, for a second I was like, Charlie's not going to have to apologize in this episode.
Right.
We're going to get to see Tori apologize.
Well, that's the thing too with Holly's character is that she can kind of fall into like one belief very quickly, and it can change the dynamic of every relationship in the room. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of one of the amazing things of sitcoms in general is you have these dynamics between the two characters, be it Abbott Costello or Holly and Charlie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same, Jerry and Kramer. You know what I mean? It's the one being identified by the audience and the other one just being totally outlandish and out there. And I think they play it off really well, kind of bouncing off of each other's energy. And
they really are the odd couple.
Awesome. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, they are.
Totally.
Except they're both blonde.
Right. That's where Nick comes in.
Yeah.
Nick plays the minority, the man, and the brunette for the show.
He's got everything.
Well, he's a minority in a couple aspects as well because he's Spanish.
Yeah,
he's gay.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was like, we have two pretty blondes. We have to put everything.
And he's younger, and he plays like 10, 15 years younger.
Like he literally encompasses every other part of the diversity you need in the show.
And he does a great job doing it.
Yeah, he's been really fun to watch.
He's super talented, especially with physical comedy, and his timing's just impeccable. Like, just watching him rehearse and all the time that he puts into his work, you know what I mean? Even literally, like, even when cameras, they're just doing camera movements and things are going on, he's still, working on the character, working on the, the beats and everything. And, you can just tell that it's all paid off really well because he's really phenomenal.
And a lot of people I've seen on Twitter and social media, like, they're loving his one-liners. And a lot of that does come down to pacing, delivery,
totally.
and the physical comedy.
Natural instincts as well. He's just a very talented guy.
So,
been given a lot of
with your scenes, you guys do rehearse? Everybody rehearses?
Yeah, I mean, television, film, everything's a little different. You know what I mean? If you're on a 1 hour drama, it's going to be a different schedule. You're going to be in and out. Your scenes are shot differently. With multicam sitcoms, it usually starts with a table read on Monday, and then you have, rehearsals and blocking and wardrobe stuff on Tuesday and just figuring out the beats of everything. And then Wednesday, you usually come in and you'll do like a writer's rehearsal, and they'll tweak notes, give notes, sometimes change lines, sometimes, hopefully, if you're coming in as a guest star, they're adding lines, things like that.
Which is something that he did.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, and then Thursday, you'll do like a tape. You'll tape like half the show, and then Friday, you'll tape the other half for the live audience and do the replay for the live audience because they'll have it all.
Live audience is only Fridays.
Friday. This is how it was on our show.
Right, of course, for this episode.
Yes.
So, you talked about, hopefully, they change lines or, hopefully you add lines, especially when you're coming on as, like, the co-star in the one
But you have to also be very, very careful because the writers, they do a wonderful job and you don't want to step on anybody's toes.
And I've heard specifically in TV, but even more so in sitcom because it's set up joke set up and so it's very paced and it's very strictly structured, it's formulaic, and so
totally
so you didn't get the line changed, you got it added.
Basically in my situation was I went in for the audition and Rob was in the room, the director, and he's amazing, and he gave me some amazing notes that literally I'll take with me like going forward forever. And we played with it, and then when we shot the first and second scene, the writers were coming backstage in between takes and, giving me ideas, and we were trying it, and then some things I would just instinctually say, and some things, were kept, and other things, were not.
So did you know before you watched it?
No, what's kind of funny is like that last line, I thought they were going to go with another line because when they did the playback for the audience on Friday, they used another take than they used today. So that was pretty cool.
So what was that other line you said?
What was that line? Oh, my mother's going to love you. You know what I mean? But I think that this one was much better.
Well, they both work, but yeah, I like the I hope you like food. Who doesn't like food?
Seriously.
Well,
It's true.
Which that's probably why they went with that, because like some mothers aren't gonna love the girl.
Exactly.
Everybody loves food.
Plus, I'm in my 30s. I mean, I don't really need to be taking her home to my mom at this point.
Well,
Maybe.
not right away.
That's true.
Unless you live at home still.
I don't know. Maybe this character lives at home. I think he might still live at home, actually.
You know.
I think he still lives at home.
Okay, well then, maybe.
That's the choice I made going into it, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
My antecedent, if you will.
Okay.
Beverly Hills Playhouse.
Yeah.
Well, we know she likes food because Holly chowed down on 3 chili dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Before she went
Right?
to the haunted house. So you're made in the shade right now. Hopefully we'll see you again.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you.
she's like the desirable one on the show because Jenny's character is
She's taken.
ball and chain, you know.
All in
Right.
chain.
Which I thought we would see more of him just based on I want to say the pilot, but it's not. It's the first episode they aired.
And
Yeah.
we saw so much of him.
Right.
Yep.
So I thought that dynamic would be a lot more a part of the season. Although,
Maybe it is. It's only episode 3.
I guess I know.
You've seen
I'm
him once
getting
already.
So far ahead of
Listen,
myself.
if you want to see him every day, just start tweeting to Mystery Girls Chat.
Well, I mean, I did till you were on the show, and then it's
Now
like
you gotta
next
start-
week, who else is it going to be?
Jeez.
Tweet about me.
Can't keep up. These Mystery Girls guys.
Jeez.
The Mystery Girls guys.
Mystery Girls,
Mystery Girls guys,
the
yeah.
guys of Mystery Girls.
Okay.
Right?
So what do you have? What do you have coming up? I mean, this is done now. So what's the
Yeah.
next thing?
Well, I've got a film that I'm a supporting actor in that's coming out August 8th at the AMC 25 in Times Square.
Awesome.
Yeah, it'll be in LA as well on August 15th and a bunch of other markets in late August and September.
What's it called?
It's a thriller. It's called After. Yes, it starts with Kathleen Quinlan, Academy Award nominated actress.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and Pablo Schreiber, who's an amazing actor. Orange is the New Black.
Thank you. I was like,
Porn
I know
Stash.
this
You know
name.
Porn Stash.
Stash, man.
You know Porn Stash.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and John Doman from The Wire and Kathleen, Diane Neal.
What a
as
cast.
well. Yeah, a lot of really good New York, strong New York
Amazing.
actors. Yes.
Did you film it in New York?
Yes. Yeah, we shot it in Rochester.
Fun.
Yes.
Well, you're an East Coaster,
It was
so
cold up
how was
there.
it like being home?
Oh, it was great. It was freezing cold. It was the middle of the winter.
Of course.
It was like literally like so gray and
Was it
dismal.
this really bad past winter?
No, the year before.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Dang.
Yeah, and then I actually have a pilot as well with Paul Sorvino, Janine Garofalo, Michael Madsen, and Max Burkholder. Mm-hmm. We just wrapped on last year. We're trying to get it out there now.
Greenlit. Well,
yeah.
you know.
It's hilarious.
Can you say which network, or is it
Well,
you're
no,
trying
it's
to sell it to
independent
network?
pilot. Yeah, so
Okay.
we're working that deal out right
Does
now.
it have
Very
a
nice.
title?
Yeah, it's
A
called
working title?
Pauly, yeah.
Pauly.
So
Pauly.
basically, what you're saying is that you're hoping one of these shows that's out there right now gets canceled. So there's an opening
As long as
in
it's
the
not
fall
Mr.
lineup.
Girls, then we're happy.
Well, of course not.
Yes.
Oh, because you're looking for like a fall lineup.
Exactly. Well, yeah, it's
And
more of a cable show. It's a half-hour single camera, but it's
Okay.
pretty gritty and Janine Garofalo.
It's a cable show.
Paul Sorvino.
Cable
They go at it.
content show.
Yes.
I know
a
what
little
that
more-
means.
little-
I've seen the HBO stuff.
Exactly.
Nothing like ABC Family.
See that?
Nope. Well, I mean, APC Family's getting there.
They're pushing
I've
buttons.
seen some of these reviews, and people are kind of wondering about what, the content for ABC Family versus another network. But,
Sure.
But that first episode had a little bit more race to it than some of these other two.
Yeah.
Right.
There weren't the innuendo kind of sexual connotation
No.
jokes.
Yeah, the first one was definitely sex tape.
So much in the
Which is
first.
interesting because we were kind of talking behind the scenes about how the reason they aired that first is because in test audiences that got some of the better ratings and they wanted to put their best foot forward first. So how interesting that the sexual content episode is the one that got the ratings to go first.
Right. Well, you have to also
sells.
Right.
consider that it not only had to be the one that tested really well, but also had to have the familiarity for the audience to be able to pull onto it. Because
Right.
you couldn't start with my
true.
episode tonight as episode 1 because it's about a haunted house. Audience members are going to be like, well, what is this? This is a mystery show about like, you know, telepathic, you know, spirits or whatever.
True, I guess,
You know what I mean? So, like, you need to still find that kind of partner in crime kind of dynamic.
That shows. I'm still waiting, which I guess I'm hoping it's in the pilot, where we kind of see how Nick gets involved, because
you totally do.
Nick is a fan. I mean, I've heard little things. Because
well, yeah, I mean, it's no secret. They've talked about it on like E! Network and everything.
Hold on. Let me call my psychic. I'll ask.
Oh, yeah. Call your psychic.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
Yeah, I could just call Tori.
No.
Oh my gosh, call Tori.
No, actually, the fans have been really amazing, because we sort of posed the question last week, you know, so when is the pilot gonna air? When are we gonna see this? And fans, thank you so much for responding, for tweeting us, for commenting on YouTube. You've been amazing, continuing the conversation, giving us, 5 stars on iTunes, liking our YouTube video and sharing it. You know, the reason why we're here is for you, and the reason why he is here is because of you guys. Somebody reached out to me on Twitter, and that's why we have him in studio. So we're so grateful for fans, and we hope that you guys continue to watch, because it's a really fun show, no?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We love your support, and just so you guys know, you know, there's other ways that you can support us. One of those ways is our wonderful founder, Maria Menounos, actually just came out with her 2nd book, and I'll let you show them that.
Yeah, so it's the Every Girl's Guide to Diet and Fitness, and I'm about 3/4 of the way through the book. Awesome tips from Maria's personal life, and also she has amazing contributors, doctors, dietitians, coaches, pretty much from all
Celebrities.
There's a bunch of celebrities in here. But, you know, there's useful tips that she pretty much uses in her everyday life. One of the things that I've already picked up is she is obsessed with drinking hot water. One of her, Yogi Cameron, actually, he's a yogi.
Makes sense.
Didn't know that. He's the one that got her to start drinking hot water after meals, and it's supposed to help with your digestion. And it's just a great book altogether. Really affordable, made the New York Times bestseller list.
Oh, nice.
It's available on Amazon, wherever books are sold. And if you buy this, you're supporting us, and it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. It's going to make you feel good. Makes us feel good.
Absolutely. I actually,
cool.
when we were watching the episode, and Holly's talking about chili dogs, I'm like, she needs Maria's book, because Maria would tell her those chili dogs.
But if you have the chili dogs with the hot water, you're fine.
Right. Well,
hot water chili dogs.
I think Maria would be like, let me show you these baked potato skins.
Yeah.
Let me convert you.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
All right. Well, do we want to move on to predictions? Is there anything else about the episode?
No. Let's predict.
All right.
How about that? So,
who wants to go first?
Well, I still have that same prediction we had last week of
remind our viewers.
Well, it was of, what was it again? It was Charlie not apologizing to Holly this time. So hopefully, if not in the next episode, in one of the upcoming ones.
You're determined for Charlie not to need to apologize.
Yeah.
I think it will happen. I'll agree with that prediction. You're on the pattern.
Yeah, I'm totally
the game within the game.
I'm on the fence.
I'm waiting for a role reversal. You know, I want to see Holly be serious, and I want to see Charlie be silly and funny, because, like, it's great, you know, they both get, I think, equal amounts of laughs, but really, Holly's character is way more silly than Charlie's character.
Totally.
I mean, I'm just waiting I want to see a flip-flop. Let's do it.
Very nice.
Surprise us, ladies.
Yeah, please.
So what would happen to Nick? Because I think it's funny that Charlie, she doesn't really like Nick around as much as Holly does. Like, Holly loves the super fan aspect.
That's like the ego inflation device right there.
That's true. That's true.
You know, he just basically, everything he says is, oh, Holly.
But I feel like it would be for the both. I mean, and maybe we'll see that he's a Holly super
Charlie's
fan.
trying to get her life, you know, be a normal woman, have a family, have a man.
Then why did she ever get involved with Holly doing business?
We'll find out.
2G's a case.
Okay. We're going to find out during the pilot.
That's true.
That's my prediction then. I will now have all of my questions answered about how these three met and why they are the way they are with each other.
A lot is going to get figured out next week for you girls.
Woohoo! Yes. All right. Well, where can we find you guys on social media?
Well, this one is going to make a Twitter page and a Facebook
I've been a little
page.
lax on the Twitter. I do have Facebook, but it's my personal Facebook.
And you can also look him up on IMDb, because that's where I found him.
IMDb, YouTube. You know, mail me something. I don't know.
Well, as soon as you get on Twitter, we'll tweet out, you know.
I'm going to do that this evening. I'm going to go on Twitter tonight.
Perfect.
For sure.
You heard it here. You can tweet me at Jillian Leff. You can find me on Instagram at Jilly Leff. And I also host the Fosters After Show on Mondays at 8 p.m. right on the website.
ABC Family. Woo.
Yeah.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at _Michelle Fee.
And you can find me at COUHEN on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight for another Mystery Girls AfterBuzz After Show.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.